the first generation of the kids that you see now that go to white schools and speak English.
Properly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but like you speak better than the other children. So my experience with that is that it disabled me. I wish I had not been so stubborn as a young person, and I wish I'd spoken Xhosa at home.
But you can speak Xhosa fluently.
I can speak Xhosa, but it's not as strong as it should be.
Okay.
And how I would like it to be, because you can't talk so much and be so, and then I'm going to Xhosa, you know? It's just like, it's messy. So that's why I'm always like, parents, please ensure that your kids are still speaking the home language, because English doesn't make you better, as we can see now.
Yeah, we have learned it the harder way.
So what empowers a person, a black child, is if they've got access to about English, but they must be African.
They must be grounding at home. Your understanding of spirituality, religion, Christianity, ukutwasa, amadlozi, all this, how is it playing in your own space in terms of putting meaning and sense to a hegemony or a trajectory that actually seeks to capture a people in their own space and impose on them that which is foreign? How have you found Christianity and spirituality playing in your own life?
I am definitely not Christian. And I know it gets very controversial and very, even in the home space, because we come from a Christian, and even our parents are scared to own black things, you know? So, I mean, even the whole going to church thing there was a conflict where they want to go to church on Sunday, and I'm just like, no. I mean, our church for me is when I'm with family. That is, in the African context, we based everything on family.
If you put the word church, it must be in the home.
It's the home. Church is the home. The Holy Trinity is the mother, the father, the child. So for me, it's about going back to our own values, because our values are based on nature and reality. So it's not some other story you're hearing and then that was passed. No, it's not.
Angels flying in the air.
It's based on the sun rises, the sun sets. There are cycles in life. Even the way we named our months, they go according to what's happening in nature at the time. So it's not some where there was a conference of Nicaea where the men got together and then they decided, okay, this script works, this doesn't. It's not a belief system. It's a reality. It's a
lifestyle.
It's just the way it is. It's the way God made trees, and the trees give us oxygen. So Ukamata created human beings and created other nature things. We are part of nature. This thing where we separate ourselves is a bit weird for me. We are, so for me, there's not even a question about it. And I think that it's important that so many people are Twasangogo, because as much as some of them are not telling the truth, but we need to popularize our own
tradition. If you were the Minister of Arts and Culture, unfortunately, I've always found conflict in that ministry, because what you call arts, it does not necessarily mean culture. Because by saying you're a Minister of Arts and Culture, but you are buying pianos for your schools and teaching them, then you wonder what is cultural about this arts, which is still foreign.
What minister is this that's not even an artist?
That's getting a bit deeper there,
Yeah, I'm just like, whoever's the leader of an industry has to know the industry. So even from his beginning of his term, when he started calling artists celebrities, I was like,
Maybe plays CD.
I'm not a celebrity.
Maybe plays DVD and CDs. No, that's an instrument that he plays. Maybe.
That sounds like, no. I'm not going to respect anything that the government gives me that's not worthy of my respect.
You're all right. All right. Interesting. So what would be your main thrust in terms of what are the changes that you'd wish to see within the arts? And,
well, it's a lot of copyright issues.
Copyright issues.
A lot of capitalism has usurped my industry. There's cartels, like in the music industry, there are certain men who control who is successful, who's not, you know? So, yeah, I mean, our foundation as Abantu Abamnyama is very cultural and we are artists by nature.
All of us, actually.
Exactly. So there's a lot.
If you can sing, you can dance. If you can dance, you
And
can
a
play the
song,
drum.
yeah, we do
And the community, when the community comes together for umsebenzi or umcimbi, no one is passive. There's no audience there.
Being creative is part of our blood. It's part of the melanin, you know. It's what makes us special. It's our competitive advantage to add to the rest of the world. So I would definitely, I would work with the economics people, because I think that a lot of our wealth is in our arts. I think that it could be a huge contributor to our domestic.
Even while you're on that, I mean, I had an interview the other day with an indigenous Iketla.
Yeah.
And I was saying, how stupid can vets be? You're literally 2 kilometers away from Faradale. Faradale is a pharmaceutical giant.
Yep.
Untapped.
Yep.
Those things are still on the ground, like literally so. If you could take a few professors who know what they're doing and sit down and collect that information, then move to your laboratories at the university.
It's simple, this thing.
Find the active ingredients.
Don't have a self-esteem is the problem. It's simple, this thing. Other countries, they come in here and they learn from us. They learn from izangoma zethu.
They still and go. And yet we are still sitting around here looking for solutions, and the solutions are just down the street.
Remember beginning of COVID? They were telling, oh, panic, panic. We were like, no, we've got mhlonyana. We're going to have mhlonyana. Do you remember the whites complaining that the blacks are not dying fast enough?
They wanted us to.
I know. So we were like, no, it's no mhlonyana, guys.
It's
Nentsango, it's right. So you know, I just feel as if we could just believe in our own things. Okay with it. Any
plans for I read one of your weird comments there about you building a family together. It says, no, you're not that's not on the short or medium term or long term. You just want to travel and explore, learn life as it is. What made you come up to such a
There's so much pressure to be a mother. There's so much pressure. And I'm just like, oh, can I just be stepmom to your children, guys?
Godmother.
Godmother, auntie. Because I'm just like, it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility. And it's not the best world that we're living in. My gosh.
In the book that I did at high school by William Shakespeare, there's a commentary there. I can't remember whether it was Malvolio or it was Sir Andrew Aguichik, who was talking to Viola, a beautiful girl. He says, oh, Viola, should you leave this world and leave no copy, you'll be the cruelest she alive.
I know.
So maybe let me throw that one to you also and say, oh, Ntsiki, should you leave this world and you leave us no copy, you will be the cruelest she alive. At least we want to see another generation of these Ntsikis.
Do you think I want to have a child who's going to abuse me also and show me who I am?
That's what you did to them. You have read, and they say, ufuzo liyadlulisela, you know.
That's the thing. I was like, I've seen what I did to my dad.
I don't want that.
I'm not going to do that to myself.
My word. I'm not that stupid. That's quite interesting. Anything we must be expecting from Ntsiki in this coming season, 21, 22, 23?
Oh, my goodness. There's nothing I can put in public yet. There's nothing I can put in public yet. But, you know, it's the beginning of the year. I've just turned 40, so naturally I'm in my power years. And this is when I'm going to start
now you know where's the left leg, where's the right leg. You know what you want. And when you see it, you go for it. Your 2 cents words to Africa, as you are closing up, what do you want to tell your continent?
I want to say that we need to link up some more. We need to create, I need
you back again here. In a nice element, we should come, we play some drums, do some poems and other things. Sure. Maybe one little poem for us before you.
Oh, my goodness.
Just one short one.
It won't be short, and maybe 2 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay. sahlangana sadibana ngela xesha sathi kwanele inzala zikantu igazi laphalala omama bakhalaza lakhala ilizwe lisithi mayibuye sadibana ezilokishini sadibana ezitratweni safumana umhlaba ubomvu ligazi lolutsha. There was no going forward, no going back, no surrender, no retreat. Die Swartrefar was just about to slap the other cheek. We were pissed off about Bantu Biko, pissed off about Chris Hani. Suddenly we realized we were pissed off about Mangaliso Sobukwe. Sasikokelela singabantu abamnyama sidikiwe sathi kwanele basibizela uKhodesa apho basiqhathela khona basinika le voti engenamali. Urhulumente akanandaba. The economy was kept in place and enriched. A few house slaves were allowed to sit at the master's table. Now ANC no longer had to grovel. They thought they were high and mighty on Twitter screaming Asnavalo until Jesus came back and they realized they were eating crumbs, and so they blamed on white capital monopoly. But when they had 2/3 majority, who knows what was stopping them from fixing economic policies? And what's wrong with me for thinking that the government should be looking out for the majority? Instead, Mr. was more concerned with buying a buffalo. He can't own up to Marikana now. He wants us to put a cross nature's face on the ballot. It's a cacophony of buffaloes and blankets, all wrapped up in a green blanket with no apology. Marikana is still bleeding, leaking like the state entities that public servants are sucking dry. My leaders are more concerned with labels than basics, sitting in expensive houses playing white wishes while they pretend that other blacks are not deserving of schooling, service delivery, and sanitation. In the past, the enemy was a different shade to me, but now my reality is the enemy looks exactly like me.
Wow. Buffaloes and blankets and everything else, Marikana. Wow. Put your heads together for one and only Ntsiki Mazwai. This is not the last time you sit on that chair, Ntsiki.
Thank you.
You make a date with me every once in a while. When you're in town, please pass by here.
Thank
you very much. Izithakazelo zaka Mazwai zithini?
Ndingumiya ugcwanini
Umiya.
sala kulandelwa uvezo rhenqwa saliwa malebomvu.
Wow! And Malebomvu, she's all in red today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for giving us an ear. After the break, we're going to be sitting together with Ukoko here, who is a brilliant numerologist. Apparently, they do all these number stories and the healing through the numbers, the date of birth, year of this, year of this. Is it possible? Like we're talking initially, this 23rd. I want to start with that one. Why is it that our musicians are dying on the 23rd?
What was number 5?
Ziggy, anytime.
See you. Thank
you very much. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
After the break, stay with us.
Make massive moves.
Isn't that your daughter's bib?
But the truth is, I feel like Arabella's always with me.
Don't you ever forget this man's face. He killed your brother.
Don't shoot! Please don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Make massive moves with Starside. Make massive moves.
So from the theater stage to the kitchen.
I'm anxiously awaiting to see Sanaya.
What else is this if not love?
Make massive moves with Starside.
I want you to eat healthy food because it's delicious.
Make massive moves.
Would you like another one?
I love it.
I love this soup. This is amazing. The grits are so creamy. Oh.
I take pride in my grits.
So flavorful.
I think that looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so incredible.
Make massive moves with Starside.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome one, welcome all one more time here. Ukoko Dumezulu.
Rain Queen.
With us, the Rain Queen herself, the thunder in the rain. Yeah. Nice to have you on the show. We're going to be learning new things today again about African stuff. All of us. We are born on certain dates. Our grandmothers, though they did not have dates, they had seasons. You were born during the time of the rain. You were born during the time of the locusts. You were born during... So that they would actually put time frames to know exactly when things happened. Every civilization that has walked on the face of the earth, one of the first, most important things they must have is a calendar. A calendar to themselves. Because with a calendar, you can calibrate your festives, your holidays, your new moons, your sunsets, and etc. So that within that framework of time, you can do your correct celebrations. And many of us who are alive, you will never know. Why do you have 5 fingers on the left? Why do you have 5 fingers on the right? Yes. What does it mean there? What is 10 toes and etc. 2 ears and etc. You are all quantum physically calibrated. If I could use a more conservative language, so to speak, our eyes see at certain intensities. We taste at certain pHs. Our stomachs, mathematics. Our minds, mathematics. Our ears, frequencies, mathematics. Air, mathematics. So numbers are life. Mathematics itself, if you remember Mkulu Zulu Matabo Zulu, when he came here and he was taking us through the mathematical quadrants, to actually introduce us that you cannot be afraid of mathematics. It's what we do every day. And most importantly so, it's actually even to see in the African culture that we started counting before even the white people came. Kunye, kubili loko, kutatu, kunege, kuhlanu ke, lishumi ke, and etc. And you find these numbers, inkulungwane. So we were actually counting way before these guys. And any child who fails mathematics is not a child who has failed mathematics, it's a teacher who is failing to translate the colonial language into traditional idioms and languages so that people can understand. But also mathematics has got a mystery about it. The psychology of mathematics, the cosmology of mathematics, the philosophies of mathematics, and above all also the spirituality of mathematics. So is it coincidence that you are born at 6:52 on a Sunday, 1970?
No.
And these are the things that I want her to unpack for us. Take us through and introduce us to numerology. I was just mumbling along like a non-professional.
Well, it's a universal language of numbers. But how I explain it in simple terms, if you look at a cell phone, it has 10 numbers, and anyone can contact you anywhere from the world. So these numbers, all of us, we've got numbers that we possess, and those numbers you get them from using your date of birth and your full name given at birth. Hence our names also are very important in this numerology. So that's the numbers that the universe can contact you.
That's your password. That's your PIN code.
Yes, that's how your ancestors, anyone knows, okay, unomsa or whoever, that's your GPRS. Yes, that's your GPRS with the universe.
So we actually have genetic, what they call this, the barcoded.
We are barcoded.
We are barcoded, yes, so we don't need more. We don't need more barcodes. We already have spiritual barcodes. I like that one there.
Even if umntwana, like you decided when the child must be born, that date was still predetermined by some other power.
So how do these numbers play into our lives? Over and above them being passwords through which the universe and other people can link to us, seasons can speak to us, animals and nature can speak to us, because they are aware. Nature is aware of who you are, and the atmosphere knows us, in as much as we don't know it, but it knows us. Over and above that, how else do these numbers play themselves into our lives?
Okay, so I would have to give you an example. So the first thing is,
You have to know your date of birth. Obviously, you know that. You calculate your life path.
I'll make myself a guinea pig today, guys.
Are you sure?
I'll make myself a guinea pig today.
Ask someone.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can go with me. You can go with me. My name is Joshua.
Okay, so we're going to do the date of birth. Right?
Maponga.
So we're going to do your day of birth. So when were you born?
On the 6th of July, 1969.
Okay. So being born on the 6th, you have the number 6th. When you look at the meaning for number 6, it means you're a counselor.
Okay.
It means that people can open up to you about anything. It means that you're nurturing. It means that you're caring.
Caring. Did you hear that, guys? I am caring.
So, but this thing, you can even just put it on Google and say born on the 6th.
Okay. It will give you a bit of write-up.
Yes, it'll give you a bit of write-up. But having the number 6, it means that you can communicate with animals. You can communicate with children. That's why you find people that have the number 6 are mostly teachers. My mom is a teacher and she has that number 6. So
I ended up on the pulpit, but still teaching. It's still the same.
So just from that number, I was able
caring, teaching, nurturing,
and so if you go into counseling, you would be fulfilled as a career. But that's just one number. Remember a cell phone number?
But I don't like counseling for some strange reason because it maybe I'm not trained properly. It feeds into me. When I I absorb their pain.
So you're an empath.
I empathize to an extent that it gets me sick.
Yes.
After the counseling.
So you have to learn how to remove yourself because you have a lot of people that you have to heal. So you can't take on everyone as if they are your child.
Yeah.
So imagine being a teacher. You teach maybe, let's say 500 children. You can't be all their mothers.
No.
But then you can be their mother for that hour. And then remove yourself. It's very painful to do, but it's something that you have to learn.
Yes, I hear you. For counseling, that's good in terms of you giving me some advice. But again, because I do it with such honesty, maybe I've not been able to cut off where I can say, okay, it's professional. Okay, it's this.
You take it as if you're speaking to your friend who came for advice.
When they come and they bring their problem, I become part of the problem. I literally become spongy. Even funerals. I mean, they say I'm a good preacher, for example, but I cannot go to a place where someone has died. Yeah. And I sit there. I would rather just drive in, 30, 40 minutes left before the funeral. Hello guys, how are you? Here's a microphone. Hello guys, ladies and gentlemen. Death is life, life is death. And then I walk away. But if I should sit there and I go through the process, then it
But that's just one number.
Yeah.
So now
6.
let's look at the other number. So I'm going to take out my calculator. Yeah. I'm going to take out my calculator and show you how you get your life path number. So your life path number is the most important number. So let's say you are a house. Your foundation is very important. If your foundation, your foundation is very important. It has to be strong or else your house collapses. So our life path number is our foundation because it takes your day, it takes your month, and it takes your year. Okay. And we add it together and get a digit.
A digit. So
which tells us who exactly you are. All these other things are just numbers. So
looks like I'm being introduced to myself today.
Are you ready?
Right, 6 plus 7.
Okay, so we're going to do this. You are
69.
So we say 1
9
plus 9 plus 6 plus 9.
Okay.
And which month?
July, 7th month.
So plus 7 plus 6.
Plus 6.
That gives us 38. Right?
38.
38. So we say 3 plus 8 is what?
3 plus 8, that gives you 11.
So you're a master healer. So you're a Sangoma by birth. Do you mind me reading what a master healer is? And I can go to Google just to show
this is getting scary now. I'm a Sangoma by birth, number 11.
So you are number 11, right? So let me explain. In numerology, there's only 12 numbers.
Okay.
And the number 12 is if you look at it, we've got 12 hours in the day. We've got 12 hours in the night. We've got 12 months. Remember, also, if you look at the Bible, they said the 144 and all those things. But 144 is 12 times 12.
Okay.
So what if this is heaven? But that's another topic. So I'm gonna.
So 11.
11.
That's me.
That means yes. But being an 11, that's a master number. So that's 1 up until 9, and we've got 11, which is a master number. We've got 22, and we also have 33. So, but having 11 is also 1 plus 1, which means 2. So that means that you have life path 2 before you turn age 40, and you are a life path 11 after that.
Life path
2 means you're a peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yes.
Though I start war many times, but I'm a peacemaker.
You are a mediator. You've been a mediator. Now you are tired of mediating because you are over 40. So now you are a master healer.
We'll talk more about that, yeah.
So I would like to, do you mind if we Google? I want to go to Google.
That's fine.
So that people can also Google. Just simply
guys, if you are sitting at home there, then what you can do is to take your date of your year of birth, plus your month of birth, plus your day of birth, add all of them up, then the number that you have at the end there, add those 2 numbers there, it will give you something. Then with that number, then she can actually direct us. I've just learned 11 is for masters. Yeah, this is no master healer.
Okay, so I'm going to read this quickly. It's just on Google, just on number 2.
Yeah.
So number 2 is linked to sensitivity, balance, and harmony. Within number 2, the numerology assumes the role of a mediator. That's when you were, hence you also a counselor. Counseling people, you have to put yourself in their shoes.
Okay.
So being a peacemaker, you have to put yourself in your shoes. You're creating harmony by bringing people together. So it talks about compassion, empathy, kindness, and then it's linked to psychic abilities. So you were born a healer by birth. So there's no need for you to ask or but then there was no need.
I'm saying
my Zulu is
okay.
Yeah. So okay, then I'm gonna go quickly to number 11. So number 11 is who you are meant to be, which is a master healer.
Master healer.
Yes.
Wow.
Intuition on steroids, if I can say.
On steroids.
On steroids.
Nyayizwa lento.
Umuntu nje mambona nje se ucedile ngaye wena.
Ngiyakubona wena ngiyakubona. I read them. Maybe I have heard this intuitive thing.
Yes.
But maybe I've not developed it. But I have experienced it on some certain cases where I'm doing public speaking. And of course, I'll share some secrets. I'm doing public speaking. And it's like the hair on my back.
Yes, that means your spirit is coming through now.
It stands, like literally, it gets accentuated.
Yes.
You're still rambling and doing what you're doing. But when I throw my eyes to the audience that I'm talking to, all of a sudden, I would begin to relate and speak things that are actually now directly going into other people's spaces.
That means spirit went in. Now.
Then all of a sudden, after this presentation, someone comes and says, hey,
you saved my life.
That one, you were with me. There you were hitting me. And if you hang in that space, then the audience gets bigger because you go through many faces. And on glances, you could throw in words, though I don't know your background, but I could throw in a word and say, hey,
and you
put this
someone.
And this together.
Yes.
Why not try that? You are struggling with this. I mean, you are over there. And then, but though I was doing it in a religious space, in a Christian space, but actually, people would think, hey, Maponga is a good preacher. You know, he would preach and people would cry. The whole church would stand up and they shout but they will not understand what is going on.
Actually, it's a Sangoma speaking to them.
I connect with all of them. I connect literally, and you said what?
It's a Sangoma speaking to them. They just didn't know.
I brought a drum. Sangoma means the man playing a drum. Yes. Sangoma, the one who owns the drum, you know.
Yes.
But for the greatest part, and guys ask me, how do you prepare such brilliant presentations? I said, I don't know. Yes, I do research. Yes, I study and I prepare my scripts and everything, and I come to the stage. But when I'm there, I cannot guarantee you that what I prepared and what I wrote is what I'm going to get here and read back to you. I would do some introduction, getting the energies into space. But once I'm logged into the zone, sort of zone, I don't even know what to say.
It's as if you're removed from there, and then something takes over. Well, that's how I feel. Hence,
and sometimes it comes with passion.
Standing.
Sometimes comes with laughter, and sometimes comes with anger.
Yes. It's not you. It's the spirits that are within you. Let's say 11. Let's say you have 11 personalities. If I'm just talking in general. Let's say you have 11 strong elders that take their turn to come in possession. And you also as the 12th person. Today you bring out this one.
To make a kingdom.
Yes.
So it's me missing only. Now I can't.
No, you are there.
I can't wait to die.
You are
then
there.
I'll join the 11. Then we'll become 12 in the spirit.
You are there.
Yeah.
You are there. That's
I hear you.
That's why we would say go and twasa, so that the spirits that are within you can't control you the way that they're controlling you. They must know that this is your turn. As much as they are with you in here, this is me. This is my body. Because otherwise, I can shut down and say, go, let's see. Let's see.
You can't do.
You can't. You need me to stand this body up.
And keep it healthy.
Yes.
And keep it healthy. Numerology, we're learning here on numbers.
Yes.
They're throwing numbers on me. I've just discovered I'm in 11. So when you talk to me and they say, hola 11, I think this is my new signal now.
Yes.
When I talk to you, I must go 11.
Yes.
And you know.
Master healers.
Master healers.
Yes, we could Google also a few master healers to see who else possessed.
Go on. Who else is, who am I?
Let's see who else possesses your number.
Fakana calculator, my gents. Fakana calculator, let me have fun here.
Calculate. And it's so simple, you can do it on Google itself. You don't need...
And where did you learn all these skills? Where did you learn these skills?
So, me, like, if you ask someone, Nomsa, if, let's say my first word was probably 1 + 1, instead of hello or something like that.
Yeah.
I love numbers. I'm very good at accounting. This 1 year at school, I got 100% for the whole year. And they said they can't put that because the government doesn't allow. So they put 99. But how I found out about it is that, do you know the signs that tell that someone is spiritually gifted? Bokoko, waditiri molds that you see, those molds.
Yeah.
We call them koko. Why do we call them kuku? Because literally, those are your ancestors. If someone has them, it means unabantabatal. So mine always come out in 3. So I just went and I Googled 3 dots on my body. That's how I ended up.
I won't mention, I have a few in other places I can't mention for religious reasons.
Yes.
But yes.
Everyone has them who has spiritual. And then if you see someone's, and then they look like they're almost about to fall off their skin, it means they're not listening enough, or they are refusing, or they refuse the gift. If you look at, I don't want to mention her name, but there's a woman who stars on, I think Izibaya or something. And then it's an old woman and then she's dating some guy. She's got a lot of that. It means she didn't, throughout her life, she's not.
And they're getting tired. They're walking away.
And then bazok shy. So I want to show you also how yours look. You have the third eye by birth. This is your... So people, when they Google, they will see what Life Path 11's picture looks like.
Okay, you can share the page there.
I will share, not this one. This one is my one.
Your one.
But then they can go to www.7thlifepath.com. Seventh with SEV.
So what do that 11 you're looking at? What are they saying there?
The master healer. This is the one you want us to go through.
Let's go
on
through
my
it.
side.
People, I'm being introduced to myself, guys. Next time you are talking to me, you know what you're talking to.
I'm feeling cold.
You're feeling cold?
Yeah, but not, it's umundao.
You are in space.
Yes.
You are in the space. Yeah.
Do you know the sign, the telling? You should know the telling tales. When you're feeling heat, then nguni. When you're feeling cold, then umundao is coming forth.
Okay. So Mundao. Okay. The Mandaos are coming forward.
Yes, because now we're speaking, these numbers, they're more on the water side of things.
They're getting a bit chilly.
Yes.
Me, I'm sweating now, you see.
You're sweating. So when everything goonies,
my grandmother on my grandfather on my mother's side is Nguni.
Yes, so uyavela ke.
Yes.
Because mina manje ngilethe ukhehla yabona. So kumele ukuthi sikhulume.
Asikhulume.
Yabona?
Khuluma koko.
Yes. So but before we go, let's start with, I want to give you the names of the people. Harry Houdini Yamazi Houdini, the magician, the greatest magician.
Houdini?
Yes.
I've not.
Houdini, check. There's only a few people. Michael Jordan.
Yes, Michael Jordan.
Orlando Bloom, Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Michelle Obama. And then when you look at the names of the people.
These are my
that
guys.
You like.
These are my people.
It's people that you like.
Come on. Yeah, these are people.
You already click with them. You already like, Mara, that person.
That person is my person. My person.
It's probably, I'm the South African version of that person. You see.
On the movie stars, who is there?
Lucy Liu, there's Michelle Obama, there's Bill Clinton, there's Prince William. There's Robert Downey Jr., Lona from King, that guy. This guy, what's this movie? David Beckham. Greatest.
Yes, the soccer player.
It's only a few because your percentage in the world.
We are few.
We are few.
Bambani Lapo, guys, you are talking to a rare product here. We are not as many as you think we are. We are just a few of us remaining out there. We'll be back with you right after the break. Don't go away.
Make massive moves.
Isn't that your daughter's bib?
But the truth is, I feel like Arabella's always with me.
Don't you ever forget this man's face. He killed your brother.
Don't shoot! Please don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Make massive moves with Starside. Make massive moves.
So from the theater stage to the kitchen.
I'm anxiously awaiting to see Sanaya.
What else is this if not love?
Make massive moves with Starside.
I want you to eat healthy food because it's delicious.
Make massive moves.
Would you like another one?
I love it.
I love this soup. This is amazing. The grits are so creamy. Oh.
I take pride in my grits.
So flavorful.
I think that looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so incredible.
Make massive moves with Starside. Make massive moves.
Bible is human and divine.
It's important for us to remember.
And I'm part of God's story.
Yeah, mama, hey.
God is healing you.
God says what he means, and he means what he says.
God is good.
I am very grateful to God. I am healed. Amen.
Make massive moves with Starside.
Maponga J. Vuzijana here, live with you on your favorite channel, Sankofa, learning numerology, how it all fits also into our greater African culture. We've always been having these numbers with us, and she has been running around, trying to tell me who I am and what group of people do I belong to. Is it coincidence that we all have our dates of birth, and what messages and passwords are encoded in this history that we all have? You were taking me through something there.
Yes, your master, the master healer.
Master healers.
Yes. So you are the first of the master numbers. Number 11s have a potential to uplift and inspire others, which is what you're doing almost every day. You have a deep need to embark on quests to attain higher levels of consciousness.
Wow.
And have an instinctive understanding of matters of a metaphysical nature. Just from your date of birth.
What am I doing?
You feel an innate duty to pass on what you have learned, making you an excellent teacher.
Wow.
As your students can reach their full potential through your experience.
Do you master teacher again?
Yeah, bo. You're a master
I always tell them, but I did not know this, of course, initially, guys. Remember when I used to tell you in my class that I don't have a student who fails in my class, you know?
Yes, yes. So it comes out there. So being a number 11, you have twice the creativity and leadership of a number 1. So I'm a life path 1 and I'm a leader. So you are twice me. Remember, there was a scenario where they said 11. What is 1 plus 1? It's 2. But 1 plus 1 is also 11.
It's also 11.
And we didn't understand.
Yeah.
But here you
have two
are.
ones.
You have 2 ones. You are like 2 of me.
Double the dose.
Yes.
In Shona, we have a proverb that says, "Gumira katlavaviri," in Shona, which means that the share that 10 people must eat was given to 1 person. Yeah.
So you have that. So you have creativity and leadership of a number 1.
Wow.
And the argumented intuition and compassion of a life path number 2. So you are many people, like I said.
Wow.
You are many people. As numbers 1 and 2 are polar opposites, you may feel conflicted some of the time.
Some of the times.
Some of the time you want to be a leader, some of the time you want to be a mediator,
artist.
some of the time you want to be you want to be everything and everyone. Because you are a master healer. You are like
Migration is easy. We move between.
Yes. You feel the need to promote peace, healing, and spiritual awareness.
Spiritual awareness?
Yes.
Where did they find these things?
You can Google.
I'm saying what
this
you are
is
reading.
Something that you only know.
What you are reading. I
knew.
wish we had time to allow the people to write about me first.
Yes.
What they think I am. And then you read that. It would be shocking to actually see the amount of synchronizing. So spiritual, what you say?
Yes. So you feel the need. You feel the need to promote peace, healing, and spiritual awareness. And with sufficient effort and positive attitude, you are often successful in sharing your message, making you an effective spiritual messenger.
Wow.
Effective spiritual
Guess what
messenger.
my name is on all my statuses?
What?
I'm the Watcher.
I'm just here to confirm what you already knew.
Okay. Bring it on, sister. Bring it on.
Due to these combined characteristics, many influential religious leaders, inventors, prophets, unfortunately, and leading historical figures are number 11.
Wow.
So you're going down in history. You're already there.
Wow. Let me write my own epitaph, which I'll put on my own grave, you know.
So you galvanize every situation you enter. It goes back to that thing that you said, when someone comes to you,
pull you in.
So every situation that you enter, you go into. That's why sometimes you'll feel exhausted, like, I just want to close myself.
I don't want people. From preaching, I don't even want to shake hands.
Like,
I run
because
into my car and run away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you inspire people without conscious effort, without even doing it. It's like you've got a wand that's working on its own. So you've got,
You walk into my space, you change.
Yes.
Careful, stay away from me now. Stay away from me now.
Energy seems to flow through you without you controlling it, which is what we just said.
Oh, wow.
This gives you both power and sometimes emotional turmoil.
Yeah.
Because now, some people get angry. You didn't do anything.
Like, honestly?
Like, Bona, they got angry because of whatever that Bona they had. You like a mirror, Nji. You like a mirror, and then
you get angry with the mirror.
Yeah, you get angry at yourself. So you have unusual maturity for your age. You are not even as old as you are. You are twice as old as you are.
Grootman.
Yes. You are often described as an old soul. So I know the readings. That's why sometimes I'm speaking the next. Yeah. Also, and you have a unique ability to calmly deal with complex situations due to your vast knowledge and wisdom. So when on any wisdom.
King wisdom.
Wisdom takes time. Wisdom is knowledge through time.
Yeah, but because of the old age you're talking about, the old soul story, so it has matured and precipitated.
You were born as umuntu omdala.
Born old.
Yes. Your greatest asset is your capacity for understanding, empathy, which you have to find a way to deal with. You can use some crystals to block out those energies and stuff. Adaptability. If bathi hayi siyamuva namhlanje uthi masambeni
manje
asambe
manje
usathini there's opportunities coming.
Uzobona khona.
Yeah, usakhala. Hayi masambe. Stability and your ability to see more than meets the eye. Ubonela phambili. And then you're exposing a lot of people. Because how do you see? Or trying to. Okay. Your sensitivity. Highly charged intuition. I told you intuition on steroids. People go and pray and they can't even figure out the voices inside themselves is intuition. When ayakho is highly charged intuition. And maturity manifests as a double-edged sword. Because ungalimaza abantu and yourself by saying something and then people attack you. So it's like you've got umese, but that does not have
a handle.
So it's like
I've felt that many times when it comes to information, and you are sitting here with the religious people and you go, I know this.
Yes.
But then now, if I say it like this, then you have to sieve.
But then now if you don't say it,
gulimala again, because you feel like you're lying. So, but you find a way of putting a nice little cloth on that sword.
Sometimes it's kazi. Ngiyopola.
Ubelapha Ntsiki ube ne t-shirt akwenziwe one time.
Yeah, once.
Sifika one.
You live once, you die once. Due to these characteristics, there's always a lot going through your mind, which can cause others to misunderstand you early in life. Remember, I said earlier in life, you are a peacemaker. So you get tired of always wanting peace, and in abantu, they don't want to listen to the other person or care. So when you are able to see, but these people, this one actually cares about this one, but this one doesn't even want to even think about the other person. So that's where things would have been a bit of a problem. This may cause you to be shy and withdrawn. So now that you are no longer shy and withdrawn, it's like you are paying for all those times that you were shy and withdrawn. Now you're like,
Bring it on. Bring it. I found a picture the other day I put on my status. There is this inkukule ikute. Bring it on.
Yes, now you are ready. Now you've learned.
We are ready to cut heads here, you know.
You also end up indulging in excessive self-reflection and self-criticism, even though people might not believe it. They might think, oh, he thinks this of himself, but you actually criticize yourself and you reflect a lot on yourself.
Very true.
Becoming overwhelmed by your gifts, which causes you to develop deep fears, and phobias. People won't see that because you found a way now to mask it. And then remember, this path relates to the day you were born, up until you pass away.
It's just a date.
Yes, up until you pass away. So some of these things that I'll be mentioning, you have already, like the challenges, when I get to the challenges, you've already
I've
mastered.
already gone past some of those.
Although there is much to celebrate for having the supercharged energy of a master number, unfortunately, if not controlled sufficiently, the downsides of the number 11 may overwhelm you. So negative number 11s can be identified by their being indecisive, impractical, nervous, or moody behaviors. Because people can't understand why. And then when are you thinking they're supposed to know why, but But they don't. They are not the mirror. You are the mirror.
My word.
See. Your desire to achieve something monumental is deep, and for a good reason, as you feel the immense burden and potential of what your master number is capable of. Due to this, you often place high expectations on yourself and have huge dreams that may seem unattainable or unrealistic, which in the end prevents you from achieving anything tangible. But you're a master.
I'm laughing. Don't ask me why I'm laughing. Yeah.
Often, failure in your life is attributed to confusion and a lack of direction. So it will depend also on who's around you that is affecting your direction, because you guys fall in love very hard. Quite hard. Like very
They say
hard.
what?
You fall in love very hard. So this may cause you to lose confidence, followed by deep depression and frustration, if that happens. So your central focus...
So singabantu ba right ngempela.
No, but nithanda kakhulu.
Sithanda kakhulu. We commit.
Eish. But you must, yeah. Central focus. You must learn to balance. Remember, this is from when you were born.
Yeah.
So you must...
Because of all the skills that are there,
Yes.
you need to find a way of balancing.
Yes. So you must learn to balance the spiritual and material worlds. With this master number, you are gifted with a higher than average level of awareness and perception, as well as the capability to understand things at different at different levels. These abilities take much effort to develop. But once developed, you are capable of far more than most. Focusing on inner development is important for you to achieve great things in the future. You may feel your progress is slow, but it's because you have more to learn than others. That's why I said till 40. Don't worry about anything that happened before 40. It's
so basically, I'm now 12 years
now
old.
You are in
I'm
your
like
peak.
12 years old now.
Yes. You are 12. Yes. So there's still more. We're still going to be seeing you at 80. 90.
Hallelujah.
We're still going to be listening to you.
We're still going to be around for some time.
Yes. You must learn to trust and develop your intuition.
Yeah,
just because you don't
know.
No, you must learn to trust your intuition. If something is telling you something about someone, temba that something.
That gut.
Yes, trust your gut.
You've just had a trouble. Where do people find you, madam? Bakutola Bebantu. Share with us your handle.
Nomsa Christina Mpye is my name.
Okay.
And then my page is Umdumezulu. Which is MNDU, then Zulu.
Umdumezulu.
Yeah.
That's on Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter, but I'm on Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram is Umdumezulu Makakula. Okay. Or you can just say Nomsa Mpye, or even just Google me as Nomsa Mpye, because
any number which people can contact you on?
Okay, but I'm using an iPhone, so if anyone comes with problems, I can always block. So it's 083 4799 626.
Pinda futhi
083 4799 626. Yeah.
Zithini ithakazelo zakaMpye?
So Mpye Kekana, Makagula, Ngube, Kama, Kambule, Mampane, and Rasarok.
Rasarok, from me, your host here live on Sankofa program on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Ndini chigaramboko wachibwechitedza chinokugwana na manga aripedwa ntambana chimtambo riparo wari vana matanga kugara. Tisu vana mshamba negore mpona ngokubane masha kumagaro chirana vana vevanchi. Ubobho vana vamuchena. Until we see again, don't do what I wouldn't do. If you decide to do it, do it better.